In today's video lesson, we're going to learn how to play a shuffle on drums. This is one of the most important beats you're ever going to learn on the drum kit, and it's going to allow you to jam along to a whole load of classic tunes, blues and rock in particular. And the one we'll be learning today is Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan, which is a really clear, fantastic example of what a shuffle beat should sound like. So, what makes a shuffle groove a shuffle groove? Well, it's all to do with the bounciness of the rhythm. So in normal drum beats, the notes come one after the other in a very consistent fashion. So, for example, you'd have something like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. And this kind of beat is known as a straight groove. But the shuffle does something slightly different. Have a listen to this example of a shuffle here. It uses a type of rhythm called a swung rhythm, which sounds very different to your typical straight rhythm. Can you hear that da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee da? It's very different to that sort of more traditional 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It has a kind of bounciness to it, and you'll find this rhythm popping up all over the place. It's actually based on a broken up version of a rhythm called the triplet, but we don't need to worry about the theory too much for now. We're going to learn how to play this beat in an actual song. So the first thing I want you to do and have a go at is see if you can just tap along with your right hand to this shuffle rhythm. So this shuffle rhythm is the rhythm across the top here, which is being played in this particular example on the hi-hat, but in Pride and Joy we'd play it on the ride cymbal. I just wanted to show you the hi-hat version because that's a common version you're going to come across as well. But either way you'd play it with the right hand. So let me put this on loop for you and see if you can tap along to this rhythm. So the way you could count this in your head is da dee 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 da, with the da being the beat, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the D is kind of an anticipation of the beat. So these notes here, for example, they come just before the beat. So you could go 1, D2, D3, D4, D1, D2, D3, D4, D, etc. Then, to make this a proper drum beat, all we have to do is add a bass drum on beats 1 and 3 and a snare drum on beats 2 and 4. So the da of the di-da is going to have either a bass drum or a snare drum. So in practice, this is what that sounds like. So your next challenge is to see if you can play that 1, D2, D3, D4, or you could also count it da, dee da, dee da, dee da, to see if you can play that rhythm with your right hand, but add in those new drums to that da, dee da pattern that we're already playing. So you would play a right foot for the bass drum and a left hand for the snare drum, while continuing with that right hand rhythm that we've already got. On the Stevie Ray Vaughan track, you'll be playing the right hand rhythm on the ride cymbal, but it's just as common to hear it on the hi-hat or even on the snare drum. And once you have those pieces down, that's all you need to know. It will take a bit of time to get this feeling good. It's a new type of rhythm for you to learn, and it'll take a bit of getting used to. So once you're feeling a bit more comfortable with this beat, it's time to take it to the track Pride and Joy and see if you can play along. If you're having trouble hearing the shuffle rhythm on the track, just remember you're listening for that 1, D2, D3, D4, D1, D2, D3, D4, D. Hopefully you'll be able to pick it out okay in the music. And that's about all there is to it. So do let me know if you have any questions, and if you've enjoyed this lesson, I'd highly recommend you sign up for our free newsletter, which teaches you 30 drum beats in 30 days. Well worth signing up for if you want to expand the range of beats you can play and become a more versatile drummer. It goes from beginner beats to advanced, so there's something in there for everyone. You can sign up using the link that I'll provide in the description box below. Thanks very much for watching. I would really appreciate a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this lesson, and I hope you get on okay with the shuffle, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.